Check, check, check. Hello. Okay, great. Okay, well, that'll be it.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Hmm.
If Susan is talking, I can't hear her and I can't see anybody in the big screen, if you can hear me. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, Maria.
Okay, Julie, yeah, you can hear me. Roxanne and Julie said they can hear me down there. And I don't see them in the big screen, not that I need to, but You guys can hear me, so great. I'll just keep talking. No, I'm just kidding. In case you were wondering, I'm feeling fine. I'm about like 90%. Just a little sore and swelling in the area, in the abdomen area, and I need a little bit more energy back, and then I'll be back to 100%. Thank you. See, we can communicate. It's fine. Okay, Susan, calm down. Mm, Thank you for the update, Julie.
Hi, Maria.
Now we can't hear Maria.
Yay! Because Maria hasn't said anything.
All right. Okay, well, it is 5:46. I'm going to call the meeting to order. The commission shall serve in an advisory role to assist residents, businesses, and the government of Monroe County in addressing issues of gender equity. The mission is to advance the status of women and marginalized genders in all areas of county life. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I motion to approve the agenda.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Roll call. Tiana,
Here.
just say aye or nay or
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Kathleen,
Aye.
Jennifer,
Aye.
Molly,
Aye.
Maria,
Yes, aye.
Susan.
Aye,
Agenda approved. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the July 18th meeting?
Motion to approve the minutes from the July 18th.
Second. Second.
We're doing a roll call vote.
Aye.
Julie,
Aye.
Kathleen,
Aye.
Jennifer,
Aye.
Molly,
Aye.
Maria,
Aye.
Susan. Approval of the minutes from July 18th, 2024. Commissioner updates, I have none. The only comment I would like to make, and I know you talked about the Torchbearer Awards, which is good, but I really have not heard anything from the commission up in Indianapolis for months and months. So I don't know what's going on up there.
Is that the state level commission?
Mhm.
Well, let's go there and ask them. Molly's going. I'm going to go.
Kathleen and I went last year. It was all right. I don't know when it is. I'll check again and see.
Yeah, I sent it out. I can't remember how I sent it, but
Yeah. I got the notice. I don't know. I'm just a little sad.
I hear you, and I think that we should go there and be like, "Hi, we're still doing the thing," you know.
Yeah, it's good. It'd be good networking for people that haven't gone before to meet some of the people like on the commission and some of the people from other places. Since you're the vice chair, they might put you at a big table. They put me at a separate table last year.
Oh.
They put Kathleen in the corner.
Oh no! Nobody puts baby in the corner.
They did.
They did. We had fun though. It was a nice table.
So that's all I want to say. Maria, what do you have?
Because you know I have stuff. So first and foremost, I want to thank Nissy Stetson Grace. She's a regular viewer of our Moco Woco meetings. She reached out via email to ask us to make sure that we are speaking directly and clearly into our microphones for broadcasting purposes. She says she enjoys our meetings, and I quote, I love watching your meetings and especially love the way you advocate for members of marginalized groups. Snaps, snaps, snaps. So that made me happy for several reasons. One, that somebody reached out to us. Two, that people are watching our meetings. But I think that's something that we need to keep in mind, that just because some people don't sign on, for the live meeting or whatever, that's what CATS is for. And thank you, CATS, for providing that. So I love that. What's this month? August. So happy Black Business Month, happy Back to School Month, happy National Wellness Month. August 16th, tomorrow, is National Relaxation Day and National Authenticity Day. So may you relax authentically tomorrow. Women's Market. We had the Women's Market with the Bloomington Commission on the Status of Women. I believe that was successful. We can talk more about that later. Thank you to Julie and Kathleen for volunteering. Marissa, the staff liaison from the city to the Commission of the Status on Women, would like to collaborate on a brand new event of some kind during Women's History Month that is low barrier, free, preferably no cost, because that Women's History Luncheon, not everybody can get away from work. Not everybody's available at that time. Not everybody can, take an hour and a half or pay the $30 or $50, however much it is. So we want to do something that is low barrier at that time. So does anybody have any questions or comments about that in particular?
I'm interested in figuring something out. I think it's a great idea.
Okay,
I
good.
think we should vote on to say we want to figure something out. Maybe we do a vote to say that we're as a commission interested in partnering with the Bloomington Commission on the Status of Women.
Fantastic. I love to make a motion. So can I make that motion? I'm making a motion to continue collaborating with the Commission on the Status of Women, and in particular on a Women's History Month event.
Got a second? Oh, sorry.
I'll second, yeah.
We'll do a roll call. Tiana?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Kathleen?
Aye.
Jennifer? Molly?
Aye.
Maria?
Aye.
Susan, I motion to continue collaboration with the City of Bloomington's Commission on the Status of Women for a low barrier event during Women's History Month. Great idea.
And the last thing is that I attended, as did Julie, Monroe County National Organization of Women's Ally Picnic. It was a rainy day, and I felt that it's still always good to get together between the 7-ish people that were there. There was under 10 people that were there. We did have 7 organizations represented, from all those different people. So we did get some collaboration going. We heard about one of the people running for office. I apologize, I can't remember. Julie probably knows. Did attend with her campaign person. So we talked about some get out the vote collaborations, but nothing set in stone. And I do want to talk about get out the vote collaborations later on in a subcommittee report. So that is all that I have for my report.
Thank you. Commissioners, does anyone, Tiana, Julie, Kathleen, Jennifer, Molly, have anything they would like to share with the group before subcommittees?
I think probably the Tuesday event.
Yes.
Maria was going to attend and I was going to attend just as myself, but Maria was going to attend the community workshop to reduce unsheltered homelessness on Tuesday that occurred in the Monroe County Convention Center. She was planning on going and sitting and being at that workshop for the Monroe County Women's Commission, and wasn't able to make it. So I went instead, not as just myself, but as the Monroe County Women's Commission, and to see what was going on. And it was they had twice as many people as they were expecting. It was a really fantastic event. There were, I think they said, over 100 people in the room. And it was heading home of South Central Indiana. Is kind of leading this whole effort, but there's several organizations that have put together a 2024 housing action plan. And this workshop was open to the community, but I think it was kind of sort of focused on organizations that could do this work and how to get this work done. So they've got recommendations in the plan, 8 recommendations, and at this workshop they divided things up into sorry, how many groups?
7.
Five groups.
Was it?
Yeah,
I was there too.
yeah. Oh, you were there.
I
I'm sorry, I didn't even
there was
see
so
you.
many people.
Oh
I
gosh.
couldn't-
Okay, it
yeah.
was that big. I didn't even know. All right. So, so there were several groups, and we ended up having like multiple tables per group. So they had this handout that was organizing the recommendations by group, and they thought they'd just have like these, 5 tables or so talking, and they had a bazillion tables basically talking about these recommendations and how to implement them. And so it was really a brainstorming kind of situation. So different organizations had different perspectives on the recommendations that are in this plan. I don't know what group that you ended up being part of, but I was in a group 2 that was talking about strengthening diversion efforts to prevent homelessness. So that was the discussion that I ended up being involved in. What were you in?
I was with housing units discussing the almost $10,000 deficit of affordable any kind of housing units under $500 a month. But I was really impressed with the conversation. We had a representative from IU Credit Union there talking about innovative ways to entice builders. It was impressive, and I think if those continue, I think everybody walked out pretty excited about what could be done.
It was interesting. There was a survey that they handed out afterwards. So it was a survey just for feedback about the event, but it also kind of ends with this like, would you be willing to participate on a working group? And it's just yes or no. So, and I was like, that seems like something that would be really, really good to get, broad participation if people are interested in participating on a working group. And so I don't quite know if their goal is to have organizations or individuals or both. I wasn't totally clear on that. What was your sense with it?
That they wanted to see the response and then kind of
Go from there?
people into what, because it was 8 topics that were presented, and you're right, broke down into 5 groups because there were so many people and they wanted to prioritize the conversations happening. So I think they're going to take all that compiled and then reach out and see who can kind of fit where,
Yeah.
That was my take on it.
So anyway, I was kind of sort of interested in if that is like I've got some notes that I shared with Maria. So, because I told her I would like write things up and share that along with her. And I don't know if that is something that we would want to see. I don't know if the Women's Commission as a group or as an organization is interested or would be able to be part of whatever working groups are forming up there. I don't quite know if that is a thing, but seems maybe.
I think so. And I think the city is going to continue to work with Heading Home and kind of expand and continue where they can. It seems like they had big round numbers.
I know.
To be able to present it and kind of see where it goes.
I don't know what the working groups are going to be, which is why I'm kind of like, do I say yes and just see what happens, or do we need to vote on something as a commission and then see if they, what they have for working groups? I don't quite know.
I said yes. I was considering doing it just personally as a citizen.
As a citizen,
of Monroe
which is also
County.
a thing I could try to do. Is just but.
Julie, thank you so much for attending, and Molly too. Thank you. So I read there was a write-up of Heading Home, and the city rolled out, I think it was an 8-point plan. And I believe this was kind of the follow-on to that plan. So you can probably find that on the Heading Home website, or maybe even on the city's website. I'm sure it's on CATS. And this is Maria's interpretation that I think they're calling everybody to the table. There are these partner organizations that provide housing solutions or shelter to people, and so that's why they are highlighted or have speaking, whatever's. But I think this is the better together. This is just my interpretation. They are literally trying, to pull everybody, that we're, better together. And so, yes, I would be very interested in having the Women's Commission, Monroe County Women's Commission, there during these conversations, because as we know, women are at high risk, one of the highest risks for homelessness, and to be to experience violence when unhoused. So this is definitely, or I feel it's definitely in our commission's purview. So Susan, I don't know if you want to make if we want to make a motion, if we want to chat about it some more, like what is our capacity and what would our involvement look like? I highly doubt that if we checked yes on those boxes and somebody came to us and asked us to do something we didn't have capacity for, or we didn't, that wasn't in line with or aligned with the commission's mission, I doubt they would be really angry with us if we passed right on this one thing. And then we could tell them, well, we need it to be in line with our mission and, that sort of thing. And I'm certain that they would find, a place for us, because in that type of work, it needs bodies, it needs people. And I would say they would never turn, help away. So I think we maybe just want to be realistic, look at our capacity as a commission, as individuals, and and decide if this is something that we want to be involved in, follow, kind of like the jail situation.
I think.
Definitely think so.
Yeah.
This is Mary Morgan, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Yes.
So, I know, Maria, that you have a good, solid relationship with Mary. If it's something we should start with, a conversation, with her, or reach out, like what, is it? I don't know.
I think it could just
don't know.
be answering that survey and saying, saying with, the organization that I'm with is Monroe County Women's Commission, and yes, I'm interested in participating in the working group, see what they come back with.
Absolutely.
So-
I'm for that.
Yeah. That's the sort of thing where I'm like, do we need to do like a vote to be like the commission is cool with this, or I don't know. Does that
I
matter?
feel like it's premature to vote
Is
until.
it? Okay.
I don't know. I feel like let's explore their needs
Okay.
and what it would
See what they come
entail,
back
and
with
then
working group.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So is that form online, or Julie, are you gonna, or has it already been done?
The survey was was not posted online as far as I know. It's a Google form. They had a QR code that they posted in a PowerPoint slide at the end of it, and they were like, fill out this survey. So, but they didn't really have it available anywhere else.
So you already did say yes.
No, I haven't filled it out yet. I was kind of coming here tonight,
Oh.
and then I was going to fill it out. So, but Molly, it sounds like
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
we have.
I did personally.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was just looking to see if I still had that QR code. I don't. But I do have, this is the action plan. If anybody wants to scan
Yes.
this.
Yeah. Maria, the notes that I sent you, I put the link to the survey in those notes. So it's actually
Oh,
in what I sent to you. You can see
so
that.
yeah, I haven't looked at that yet, but thank you so much.
I can do that, yeah.
Fantastic, thank you.
Which group would this, I'm just thinking channel, like not to forget that
That I
this is
don't know.
happening,
Yeah.
would this fall under a certain subcommittee, or would this not, or
Policy.
It could, I think.
do you want to throw, just as a, somebody to
Placeholder.
assign it to,
Mm-hmm.
so it'd go under policy subcommittee, so between Kathleen, Julie, and Maria, you guys could fill out that and just
Yeah,
be in
and when they
charge of the
if they get
response.
back to us on working group details, we can then come back here and say we've got, something that they're asking if we're, as the Women's Commission, able to work on, and we can maybe vote on that at that point. Okay.
I think that would be wonderful.
Great. That is all.
Kathleen, do you have anything you would like to report on not included in the subcommittees?
No.
Jennifer? Holly?
I did participate in a personally hosted postcard to swing states. So just writing please get out and vote through Save Democracy Bright postcards. There's another event this Sunday. If anybody's interested, just let me know and I will give you that contact information. I'm sure there's a lot of them going on in Bloomington, but this one is kind of just for women and show up and say, hey, please vote.
Awesome.
What was that through?
Save Democracy Right postcards, which is a progressive turnout project initiative.
Save Democracy,
Yes.
just for clarity.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. For the recording.
Thank you.
You're a quiet talker, Molly. All right. Anything else from the commissioner updates? No? Let's go to old and ongoing business. Let's talk about the profile subcommittee with Commissioners Douglas, Otto, and Belton, with the purpose of elevating the profile of the Monroe County Women's Commission, who we are and what we support, and meets the second Thursday of every month at 5:30. Do I have?
We met. We actually met. We actually did some things. So Molly, our Molly Otto, volunteered to give public comment. So our first public comments, which are whenever we can get scheduled at the meetings. I know we don't have to schedule for public comment, but this will make more sense here in a minute. So she's going to give the comments at the meetings, hopefully yet this month. My hope, I don't know, just whenever it happens is fine also. Per Molly Turner King's email, we cannot group share and group edit documents, as that constitutes quorum and under the law needs public notice and access. So we are no longer able to do that. So what Molly and I came up with at our last meeting was that Molly has also volunteered, since she's going to be the one speaking, to create the narrative, bring the narrative to the committee, which I did see an email. I haven't had time to a whole time to, I briefly looked at it, but haven't had time to really in detail look at it. So bring it to the committee. I did see that email today, and then the committee will bring it to MoCo WoCo general body for final edits, is how we're going to handle that. So Molly, do you want to share where you are in that process? And excuse me, what, yeah, anything about that?
I had sent it to you and Jennifer earlier today, and I think I put it very rough first draft. So once we get through those edits, my idea was, before we, edit that document and share it, was just to be reintroducing ourselves, basically saying who we are, the projects that we've worked on in the past, and what we're looking forward to in the future, which is awesome. I'll edit, collaboration for Women's History Month. I'm talking about the health fair that will be the first of annuals, and then what we've done in the past. So as soon as we have some edits to that, let me see. I would love to read it for you, but in all transparency, I haven't read it out loud, so I'll practice.
No, that's fine. I don't think you need to read it until we, the subcommittee, do the edits, and then we'll bring the final for a final edit to the general body of the commission. So, but I'm really happy to see that, and what I read real quickly looked great. So thank you so much for doing that. Also, just an update is Councilperson Crossley, per Molly Turner King, said that since the Monroe County Commissioners are this commission's governing body, we have to get the commissioners' approval to give a report to the council. So they are looking into that. And so we can always go to public comment. I feel like we don't need permission to go to public comment. I'll get corrected if we do. So.
And we had discussed in the subcommittee, I'm happy to do Tuesday night and Wednesday morning this upcoming week, as long as I can get an okay on that dialogue or the statement.
Right. And we won't have time to do that because we won't have time to then bring the final edit to, oh yeah, so it won't be this month. maybe it'll be hopefully next month, because then we will bring the final to next MoCo WoCo meeting for final edits of from the general body, and then voting that that's the statement that we're going with. And
Yeah.
then we can go. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that wouldn't be until next month, the next
Right.
next Women's Commission meeting. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And then, so we can go to the commissioners in September after this meeting, and to council whenever, if we get a permission to go to council. So I misspoke, and the comments hopefully will be in September.
So can I have a question? Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
And in order for a public comment to be made, you have to get permission from the commissioners, or I'm confused. Could you explain a little bit more?
Absolutely. And it is somewhat confusing. So I would say for public comment, no, we do not.
Okay.
We can just need permission. We can just show up and give public comment. Now, Councilperson Crossley wanted to amplify us and give us a agenda line item on the council meeting. And for that, we would need
Okay.
the permission, but we can always show up, I think, and do public comment.
So if you make the public statement, so you're saying you can just go during public comment and make the public statement without the commissioner's approval, correct?
I think so.
It's a little confusing.
It's what we've done that in previous council meetings.
Yeah.
We've done public comment as the Women's Commission. Yeah.
Confusing a little.
The only
But to be an
delay,
agenda item,
I think in this case, it's different because the recent, just finding that we can't all look at the document to approve it for her to go. So that's the step that we're kind of saying we should all approve it.
How does
before
everybody
she
feel about
goes.
that? Does everybody feel like we need to approve?
Yes.
You do.
I was going to say, actually, with the subcommittee, what you're talking about, putting in there, explaining who we are, what we've worked on in the past, and what we're working on in the future, that is all in our meeting minutes as it is. And if we're approving our meeting minutes already, I would be okay approving the subcommittee to just put it together themselves and go with it.
oh,
Yeah, I don't want it to be something
Yeah.
that slows down that process in this regard.
There's nothing new that's happening in that reporting. That reporting is just talking about what we've already been talking about and voting on and doing in these meetings already.
Let's hear other opinions. We should probably all weigh in.
So you still have to talk to the commissioners though, right?
No.
No.
Oh, so we vote that it's okay to move ahead?
For them,
The plan was to make public comment to the council and the commissioners. With the commissioners, we want them to approve us getting on the agenda for more than 3 minutes of a public comment, like if
Yes.
we want to give a longer statement. I think the difference is if I can go on Tuesday and Wednesday this week without us all having quorum to approve the statement, are we okay with a public comment that only covers, like Julie was saying, things that are already in the minutes, just sharing as a public comment, if we're okay with that?
So it's bringing awareness to the Women's Commission pretty much at the meeting.
Yep.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Jennifer.
It makes it easier if we're just reporting what minutes are, so we don't have to convene this each time, each month, that we can, whatever the minutes are, whatever talking points or things that we need to highlight, we can go ahead and do that without every month saying the things that we need.
Do you still have reservations?
no, I've been convinced.
We just didn't know what you're talking about. So I think it clears it up.
Yeah, I just didn't know the statement was just that simple, that it's just an update on what, yeah.
It's more of a, hey, we're here.
It's not a statement as like a statement about policy and something, or we're giving our opinion. It's an awareness. So I have no problem with that.
It's like a minute summary.
Yeah.
That's how I'm
okay.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
So do guys feel like we need to vote on that, or do you feel like we need to just say, profile subcommittee, you have our permission to proceed?
I think that, I
after-
mean, that could be the vote if we want to just be like, that's what the
Well, I make a
profile-
motion,
Yeah.
if I'm allowed as chair, to say that the profile subcommittee is allowed, I don't know what the word is, to present a synopsis of the Women's Commission during public comment on our behalf. I need a second.
I second.
Tiana, do you approve?
Yes.
Julie?
Aye.
Kathleen?
Aye.
Jennifer?
With injunction, as long as it goes with our meeting minutes. Just not out here free balling. Aye.
Maria?
Yes.
Susan, yes. The motion passes to allow the profile subcommittee to create and
Present.
there we go. Present a synopsis of our events and activities at the county commissioners and county council meeting.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you all for doing that.
Yes. Do you guys have anything else, or I know that's
Isn't that
pretty big.
enough?
What?
I said, isn't that
That's
enough?
right.
It is plenty.
Thank you, Julie. We met finally. The profile committee finally met and we're doing things. Yes, that was all. Thank you.
The outreach subcommittee commissioners, Eroge. Is that right? Is that close enough? Sorry.
Good. It's good.
Belton, Hardesty, purpose, create, maintain programs that support our mission. Current focus is the web design camp. They meet Mondays, but not regularly scheduled.
So great news. We're moving forward with the web design camp. We will have more updates soon. So just know that it is moving forward. That is the great news. We will give you more details later, okay? That's our update.
I just have one request for the committee members. Since we're about 30 days, a little over 30 days out, I think I've sent the flyer to everyone. I can send it to you also. If you guys would post it on social media, I have been out plastering flyers, so just getting the word out there. Banneker is posting it and IU Health is posting it also. So I'm just asking if you guys would push it on your social media. If you need me to resend it, I will.
So you have, wait, have you sent it? Sorry. Because
I'll resend it. It's all good.
Yeah, it's out there.
well, because that way I can make sure I send it to
I have
the
paper
county,
I have paper copies in my car if you'd like.
to,
Ooh, so Susan, you can send it for social media posting by the county to the county
Yes.
social. That would be great.
yes, I will do that.
So that is my ask.
And will you
Yes.
Susan, will you ensure that they know exactly that clearly that we need it posted, and to confirm that they will do that?
Yes.
And maybe what date? I would be curious on what date they can commit to posting that.
Okay. Not even sure of the process, but I will contact Dina and
Angie.
Angie,
Angie.
yes,
Angie.
Angie, and ask them.
And we had flyers for that at the women's market as well. So it was out there on the table. Yep. We were talking it up.
Anything else from the outreach committee? No? Policy subcommittee, Commissioner Sobiak, Hardesty, and Douglas. Purpose is to evaluate county policy using gender equity lens. Current focus is the jail. Meets the fourth Thursday of the month at 5:30.
I think we can take the jail part out of that, just because we're getting several focus areas, right? So the jail, you know, the heading home plan and such, and our gender equity rubric. So real quick update on the jail. And this is all, thank you, Dave Askins from B Square Bulletin. This is all on, you know, from his reporting that they're looking at yet another site for the jail, which is at Vernal Pike and Wood Yard Road. And they're calling this property the Cowden, Cowden property. I think that's the name of the owners, actually. So they're looking at that parcel, again, at Vernal Pike and Woodyard Road. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., there's a meeting of the council to decide on the budget and the bed count, public meeting. Dave Askins also provided us an update on the IRACS, the Integrated Reentry and Correctional Support Plan. He asked Penny Givens specifically, and Givens said there's a delay due to a change in leadership at New Leaf New Life, which is the local nonprofit that helps people just released from jail to rejoin the community, which is that treatment provider, or what do we call it, Julie?
It's like
community,
the community organizer or something, I think is what it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were trying to, and if you recall, and it's okay if you don't, they had identified New Leaf New Life as that partner for the program, and New Leaf New Life did not meet all of the qualifications that they need. So New Leaf New Life was working on meeting those. Again, from Dave Askins of B Square Bulletin, I do know that Jordan, the former executive director, took a full-time position at IU. I think that was several months ago, actually. So that's the jail. We are continuing to work on the gender equity rubric, and where we are right now is we are each, meaning Kathleen, Julie, and I, we are each going through the research that we have collected, and we're each putting together what I'm calling a one-page. So it's a one-page summary that would include purpose, goals, and tools. What types of rubrics would work in terms of county code and financial decisions. So kind of what is the scope, and to pick out parts of rubrics to go ahead and try, just us as a subcommittee, just to try to put maybe a county code or a policy through it to see if it works. And what I mean by works, there's different, that's the rubric, right? That's the rubric part of it. If the information makes sense, what the rubric tells us about the county code, can we apply it to county codes, or is it an educational tool, for the education, academic world? Can we pass financial decisions through it, that sort of thing? So we're in the process of doing that. The final thing that I have for the policy committee is, do we, as the MoCo WOCO, and I love to say that, thank you, Susan, given the change in the political climate and the election, do we want to be part of the Get Out the Vote efforts as the Women's Commission? And we already have partners poised to collaborate with Monroe County Now, Monroe County National Organization of Women, and then also HAP, Hoosier Asian American Power. Both of those groups actually have money. So we would be supporting them in terms of probably volunteer booth, or not booth. How where is this 2024? Tabling, things like that.
Sweat equity.
Yeah, yeah. And that's helpful, because everyone's at capacity, because everyone who does stuff is doing stuff. I mean, including us for sure. And I'm wondering if Moco Woco wants to be part of this hopefully historic, well, it's already historic, but hopefully even more historic election.
I would be for that.
Yeah, I think it's something we can vote on, and it sounds like something that would be not just the policy subcommittee, though, that we're all kind of bring, yeah. Some kind of like the market at the city where we went there individually representing the commission. So that would be great.
Yeah, I do already. I mean, I am going to be participating in Monroe County Now events for Get Out the Vote that they already have scheduled and planned. And I'm doing that through Monroe County Now. So if there are additional things, then if there are additional events that could use volunteers, like through HAP or additional Monroe County Now events that come up that haven't been planned yet, I would be interested in that. League of Women Voters also is another group that does a lot of get out the vote efforts in the area. So if there are things that way, that I'm not sure if we as the Women's Commission could partner that way as well, but that would be another place that is already organizing. So
Absolutely. And I think that is we should reach out to that if we decide to do this, be involved. I think we should reach out to League of Women Voters, because when we talked about it at the Ally picnic, I know it was said that now really focuses on city, because that's just where things happen and where you go table and things like that. And so it'd be helpful, because we are the Monroe County, if we could maybe get together a county situation, or set up our own table at some point. And this is nonpartisan, clearly, and just to get people registered to vote, either by just giving them the QR code to go to the website to do it themselves, or I know Monroe County Now has paper forms and will deliver that, and HAP is getting some translations done. So we could take and we could maybe get some Latinx translations as well, and go out into the county, maybe at a post. I don't know. I'm just saying, not at the post office. Probably we wouldn't be allowed, but somewhere in the county, right?
yeah, if that is, if we're wanting to partner with these other groups as opposed to doing our own get out the vote events, then it's going to be figuring out like what all do they have planned, and are there things that we can team up with that they've already got going on, I guess.
Right.
And if we're wanting to focus that on things that are outside of the city that are more in the county, then that's kind of, I guess it would be kind of checking in and seeing if that's if there are any options, any events that are set up that way for us to join in on, right?
Right. Yep.
So how do we propose to move forward?
Do we need the specific events or?
This is
Or
something
we
that's
vote.
going to move faster than we do.
Yeah, because
That's 2 months away.
next time we meet, it's September.
Yeah.
So do we vote on whether we explore opportunities and agree to partner if there are any that?
I would like to put this in a subcommittee if
Oh,
just
okay.
just in the sense of or if someone wants to step in and take charge. I'm just saying, to me, it's easier just to put it under, it's not really profile, or I don't know what it is, outreach, I don't know. Somewhere that somebody is in charge of it, in a sense, or can spearhead it or something.
Well, and then what does that end up coming back looking like? That comes back looking like somebody's taking charge of finding out if there are events and then coming back to the Women's Commission to say there are these events, who can then go volunteer and help, right?
Yes.
So does that end up, sorry.
We just share the events in our, when we're confirming coming to the meeting and stuff, as events come up, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. I mean, the one that I went to, it was like 4 days prior. Like, hey, I got this, and a lot of people there. I mean, we sent a lot, but if we just commit to, hey, this could be something we could agree with, and maybe that's something where we just say these are approved collaborators that if you're volunteering with now, or League of Women Voters, please wear your Women's Commission tag and represent us. I mean, I think all those missions and visions are the same. That
Yeah, I'd be happy to just do call out, like be okay with like a call out in our email as events come out, and just, this is what I know is coming. Anybody want to go, or who can go, or whatever.
That drops the barrier to, we have to come, and
Yeah.
that drops and makes it easier, as someone said, this is coming fast.
Yeah.
By next month, like, it's gonna be a full thing, and then trying to get in where you fit in when it's already full, as to where we're looking at it now, and we can say, oh, they have something in September 3rd. We can
Yeah.
do that. Somebody want to do.
And I definitely think it's important to be nonpartisan.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, get out the vote should be nonpartisan. It's
Yeah.
anybody you can get registered, you should get registered, encouraged to vote. Yeah.
MC Now is nonpartisan, HAP is nonpartisan, League of Women Voters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
like-
so
Simple. Keep it simple, stupid.
okay,
Good.
so
One thing that I know is coming up, but I don't remember the date, is National Voter Registration Day is still in the future. And I know League of Women Voters will be looking for people and places to set up. And if we, as Women's Commission, are interested in something like this, potentially we could help with places outside of the city of Bloomington, but are still in Monroe County, maybe like somewhere in Ellettsville and locations like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the public libraries and things, they tend to try and have, I know here at MCPL, they'll have voter registration information available on that day, and they make an effort to have people there to answer questions and help people
Oh my
register.
gosh. I wonder if
So-
they're doing the fall festival.
So things like that, just, yeah, and I don't quite know if they are, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be trying to do something like that, so we can check in on that one in particular.
That would be a really good one.
I just
Okay.
can't remember the date for National Voter Registration Day.
Well, I'll look into the fall festival too.
if only there were these machines that would tell us that.
Well, they're not online here right now.
Oh, let me then help. But I want to say that just to be clear, so we get this organized, like everyone's saying it's going fast. It will go fast. That I will spearhead finding out what HAP's plans are, and that's mainly because I'm in charge of HAP's plans. And I know HAP is also partnering with Now, MC Now, a lot. And I will also reach out to League of Women Voters because I have a direct contact. Ralph is their name. Yeah. And so I will reach out to them and ask them, and I would like us to, I'll prioritize. I think we should prioritize county things if they have county things, right? And then go on down the line. And if they don't have a county thing, maybe we can create one together. Yeah. Good, Julie. I see your head nodding. What was I looking up? When's National Voters Day?
National Voter Registration Day is September 17th. Kathleen found it.
Well, look at you. Okay, look at Kathleen.
The Monroe County Fall Festival is September 12th, 13th, and 14th. I know the Dems are going to be there. I'm sure everybody will be there. Lots of different places will be there. I will look into that.
What's the date again? Sorry.
It is the 12th, 13th, and 14th of September.
Okay, thank you.
And I will look into that and see if that'll be mine. I'll follow through with that because
To see if what, there's a tabling opportunity?
Yeah.
possibly. I'll see who's
Okay.
taking and if they need volunteers and, so.
Okay, and if nobody's tabling and there is an opportunity to table, even if it costs money, I'll have HAP do it and we'll partner with Moco Woco, right? So don't worry about money, if there's some money attached.
I see on the League of Women Voters website, they also have a voter registration training. Do you need to be trained in order?
It can help, but you don't have to.
Okay, so that's on Saturday, August 24th.
Yeah.
I'm attending. I'm registered for that.
Monroe County Public Library.
I have done it, and it is helpful. I've done that training before, and it's useful to have. Yes. And that's at MCPL.
Yeah, and then there's another one in Ellettsville the next weekend. So it's all on their website under events.
What's the date for the Ellettsville one? I'll get it in a minute.
Sorry, I lost the page. I'll look at it again.
I have it. It's the 29th
29th? Awesome, thanks.
from 3 to 4:30.
We feel good about that?
And Maria, what is HAPS?
HAP is an Hoosier Asian American Power. So myself and 9 other Asian American women, women launched this nonprofit in January of this year.
Yep, thank you. I thought that's what it was. I just wanted clarification for all these acronyms in case people were listening.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love that. I appreciate that very much.
Do we have anything else from the policy subcommittee? No? The data subcommittee, Commissioners Hingle and Sowiak, our purpose is to become more grounded into who we are through data. We finally set meetings, regularly scheduled meetings on the second Sunday of the month from 3:30 to 5:30, and we will be moving forward.
What's the meeting time?
Second Sundays of the month, 3:30 to 5:30.
Oh, 3:30 to 5:30.
Yes.
2-hour meetings, man.
Y'all serious?
Yeah.
Sound good.
I'll have public comment. I would love to hear if the Commission on the Status of Women has anything that they would like to share.
I just wanted to hear your guys' feedback from the event that you collaborated with us. We appreciate your presence. We got some feedback, mostly about the space not being full. We did have a 20 vendor wait list, but some people just didn't show up day of, and so then we were brainstorming how to mitigate that in the future. Some people complained about being upstairs because there wasn't enough traffic. And we also got some comments about it not being marketed enough because some people were walking in and they weren't aware of what it was. But some people had some really good experiences. They sold some stuff. So it was pretty successful for our second one. But if you guys had any feedback or heard anything, we'd appreciate that as well.
It was my first time participating in the market, and I was downstairs, and I also did not ever make it upstairs. So that was, I think the upstairs is a valid concern. That it's just not. It was hard to know and to actually get up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it was a really full downstairs. There were a lot of people there, and that was really great to see. A lot of people coming through and stopping and talking to vendors and information booths, and that was great.
And then I'll relay that you guys are interested in our own separate event, and we will get back to you on what that looks like. They had mentioned something about health, but then I said that you guys were already working on something like that. So then,
I'm doing this.
yeah, we're back to the drawing board. But I'll keep you guys posted on what we.
And if you need my help, just holler.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Shayla. And I tried to attend the meeting, but they were having technical difficulties. So status of women on women, I'm done.
Did you have something, Kathleen?
Oh, I just wanted to add that public health would be a possibility because this is very focused on, I mean, I would say more clinical, personal blood pressure and things like that, but public health opportunities would be a possibility.
Anything else from you?
Nope,
No?
that is it.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you
Yes,
for being
thank
here.
you for coming. I don't think there's anybody else online. Therefore, it is 6:41, and I call this.
There's something in the chat. Did someone already read that? It looks like it's red. Is there something in the chat?
I think it was just TSD. Hold on.
Okay.
Not just. Can I get my chat to come up?
Nope.
They helped us out a lot today.
Yes. So at 6:41, I call this meeting adjourned. Thank you all. See you in September.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.